Okay, so I have been like, I don't know, I've been like stressed and like really dissociative. And so I've been thinking of like my whole shift at IHOP, and then like it's making like me feel embarrassed, and like I have like bodily reactions of how like my IHOP experience went. And so I'm like, let me just process it and speak it out loud, and then hopefully this closes the chapter. So I was definitely feeling how like odd I was to people, and like it, looking back, like because they don't understand like what's going on in my life, and I'm really trying to like mask everything. So if I told people, I feel like they would have maybe understood, I don't know. But like I'm like thinking about it, like ruminating on it, and like I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment. And like I keep on like I'm trying to practice like self-compassion, and just like I tried my best, and like just mental health like really just got in the way, and like just blocked everything, messed everything up. And like that was like, yeah, it was a very, very crazy job. But so I worked at the IHOP at Riverview, and it started really good. I was getting along with everyone. I was talking to everyone, and I was like, I had like such a mean look, but everyone was like, she's so sweet, and like I like her, and like she gets along with everyone. And then it was just like in a matter of like weeks, like I just did a 180, and like it was just not working for me. And like the more I started healing, the more I was like really aware of what was happening to me. And I feel like that made it worse, because like once you start healing, you do a good amount of healing, you'll do like a relapse, and it'll be like terrible, like worse than you've ever had it. And then you'll keep on healing, because healing's not linear. So when I was there, what might like, I feel like if people knew, like they wouldn't be like, oh, she's odd. But I was definitely going through, so I was dissociating through my shifts. So first of all, I was like, anytime I'd get stressed, like had a lot of tables and stuff like that, like my body gets stressed, like the first thing it does is like escape. So it puts me in a state of dissociation. So during my shifts, I started maladaptive daydreaming. So I was daydreaming, but like vividly. So I'd be walking around, but I'd be in the daydream. So I would like acting out the expressions, and then I'd catch myself and like get out of the state. But then my body I'd feel out of balance, like stress, and like I don't even know how to explain it. I'd feel like wobbly, like I'd feel so like I don't even know how to explain it, but I would feel like just in a state of panic, because I'm like, who saw me? And then like I'm like trying to like get back into like the real world, and so like it's a shock to your system, and you're on stress on top of that. So that was really bad, and it was happening more and more often. So I would have like anxiety before I go to shift because of that. And so I had anxiety attacks the first time when I was over there. And then like my stress got worse, because I'm just doing healing, and then I'm hearing people like say like I have like dead eyes. And that's because like when I'm stressed, like my body is on high alert. I look like everything grosses me out. My body wants to keep me safe, keep me away from everything. So it like everything grosses me out. The way like something sticks to like if hair's stuck on something, or if like the paper gets wet, and like just everything grosses me out. So like whenever I get in that state, I get stress eyes. So my eyes will like be in like that, like it looks like, I call them dead eyes, but it look like it's like I'm like hyper vigilant. So my eyes are like scanning, so they're like big, and I have like videos of like when I used to work there, and they're like super dark. And so then like that was a problem, because like people were saying like I have serial killer eyes, and people like it was like scaring my tables, and my coworkers weren't looking me in the eye, and so that made me even more stressed and panic even more. I started taking Benadryl throughout, like, before the shift to like try, because I'd rather be like tired, drowsy, than like be alert and be like aware. And because at the time I'm healing, so now I'm becoming super introspective and super aware of what's going on in my body, but then I'm aware of what's going on in real life. And so I was taking a lot of Benadryl and stuff like that to like make myself drowsy and drown out everything. But eventually, like, it just weared off. So it just got really bad. I started having derealization. So I felt like whatever around me, well, I don't want to say that, but like I felt like, I don't know, like I wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to sit here and like try to make my like symptoms look like, feel like they were like way worse than they were, but I was just in such a like dissociative state, and then like to come back would like make me really shocked, like it shocked my system, and I get super super stressed, and then I get like stress eyes, and I just feel like I'm just out of whack. And then eventually, like, I couldn't like look people in the eyes. So like at my tables, I would like get so scared, like like if you're about to like do a recital or say something in front of like a crowd of people, like that scared you get. I started getting that before I got on the tables, and then eventually I couldn't make eye contact with my tables. It felt really weird. I think that's, I don't know, it's like, it's just like a really weird state. So I couldn't make eye contact with people. So for my coworkers, that was crazy, because like I was so bubbly and so nice, and then like towards the end I was like not making eye contact, and like I would only talk to people I didn't like know that well, because I was more comfortable with. And so like that was like a big thing. And then, you know, like this person's like really close to you, but then she like just stops talking to you, but she's talking to like all the new kids, and so it looks like some type of way. So like I guess the girl, I guess she was like, thought I just didn't like her anymore, or maybe like I don't know, I don't even want to say I wanted her man, because she seemed like pretty secure in that, but I feel like she thought something was odd. So then she started talking to other people about me, and then, you know, the other people, they're closer to her, so they're taking her side and they're not talking to me. And so, and like I knew what was going on, but I'm like, like they don't understand what's going on with me, so I can't really like blame them for like how they were, and like thinking like I'm the weird odd person, because they don't understand like the mental illness that I was going through while I was there. And like I just felt like I was like a new, like the different person every time I was there. I couldn't control it. I'm not on medicine, and you know, I'm working overnight, I'm sleeping during the day, I'm like not regulated at all, like I'm not eating healthy, I'm just like, I have no one, I have no help, and like I'm trying to go through this healing by myself. And so like it just like it came like trauma, like it manifests and comes out anyway, and that's just how it came out. And then, you know, people were saying that I have like a really mean face, and I know I do. And so it's like I was like over like making sure I was like really smiling like every shift and stuff like that, because I didn't want people to think I looked mean. But then it's like I was smiling, but then like I like whenever I like I'm going through stuff, you can see it like all over my face. So people were still like look like not comfortable with me, and like I could see them like making comments on the camera and stuff like that. So it's like it was really hard. And like I was like trying to talk without RBF, and like so I would talk to some tables and like they'd be comfortable, so I'd be like, okay, this is how like I like am neurologically developed, so like I don't smile with my eyes, I don't like talk with like I don't smile, I'm like just like stone face, I don't get like a lot of the cues. And so like I'm like trying to like research like what do I do so I can understand these cues so I can do them. And so it's like I'm like researching and I'm like trying to like do them, but like because like it's just not natural to me, it just comes off as fake. So it's like I know like a lot of people were like making fun of like my face expressions that I was making there, and you know, the way I talk was really weird, and like the way I was like smiling was really weird, and like it was just coming off as fake. And like it was just not, I mean, I know they're like, that is like the weirdest like girl we've ever met. And I'm just like I'm thinking about it and ruminating about it, and like I'm getting secondhand like embarrassment, and like I'm like trying to like tell my like having compassion towards myself, because I really did try my best. It's not like I was like trying to be like, I was never like I was never like trying to like, I don't know, do anything. Like I really really did try my best, and like yes, some things I could have changed, but like I tried my best. And like a lot of people don't understand like a mental health unless you have mental health. So like people don't understand what depersonalization is. Like you just don't, you look at yourself but you don't, like you don't, your mind convinces you. Like I was under so much anxiety and stress, my mind was convincing me that I was not me. And so I'm like looking at myself going to tables, like being nervous at I don't know, I feel like it was like a type of way to like compartmentalize, to like save like in like my inner, like protect parts of me or whatever. But it, you know, so it was like, it was rough. Like it was like I just went through so much. And then like towards the end, like, you know, they all stopped talking to me. I like, some of the coworkers were asking like if I was like legit crazy, and like eventually I was like, yeah, I'm like on medicine. Like I told them that, because like I knew that like that was like a good excuse to like cover what was going on, because I didn't know like how to explain, you know? And yeah, like there's stuff I wish I could change, but it's like I really did try my best. And I shouldn't like, I shouldn't like be rethinking it and thinking what everyone was saying about me, and like being embarrassed, and like have like literally I was cleaning my room, and like I had to stop because like I was like having bodily reactions. Like when you're embarrassed and you like feel really hot, like, and you feel like everyone's like staring at you, or like you're super aware of everything, you're like, you know, like that's what I was feeling like. And I'm like, I tried my best. And like I had mental health issues, and then top of that, like there's not a lot of black people in that area. And like I was never like, I've never experienced racism like until I like went over there, and like I'm like, people are telling me like I had a couple tables that didn't want to be served by me, and I'm like they wouldn't touch their drinks and stuff like that. And like I had another, like there's a big like 12 13 top that wanted like the white server, I think her name Abby, they wanted her to serve at like, there was like me and a couple other servers that are like colored, and they wanted Abby to serve them. And like they were like the hillbilly like trucks, flags, country music, the big old glasses, and all. And you know, I might have like talked to them, I might make exceptions and like just talk to them, and like realize that that was like, it wasn't that there. But it was just like at that time I was just like, everything was like, I don't know, I felt the pressure of racism, and I don't know if I like made it up in my head more, and then like was like every little thing was like racism. But yeah, I was going through a lot. And whenever I get stressed, like my body just freaks out, and like I have so many like different bodily reactions. Like I can't handle stress. Like it's not good. I started like a couple days ago, I was watching something about having a productive morning, and like going in the sunlight. I was watching like the Huberman podcast, and he was saying the best way to wake up is going in the sun, and like getting the sun in your eyes, and because it like hits your body with cortisol and just wakes you up. And so I started doing that, and like I had a panic attack because my body does not handle stress well. So I'm like looking in the sun, and it's hitting me with cortisol, and my body doesn't handle it well. So I have a panic attack. I can't, like my airway is like super it's like burning. I can't breathe. I can't calm down. I take a nap, I wake up, I'm still stressed. Like I'm cleaning, I can't focus. I have shallow breath, and that's just because I was looking in the sunlight when I first woke up. Like I just shocked my system. And like, I have to do like slower mornings, but it's just like a testament to like I can't handle stress at all. And so like too much stress, environmental stress, anxiety, depersonalization, like derealization, dissociation, like I was having all that and stress on top of that, and like being embarrassed for like having stress, like dark, like dead eyes and stuff like that. It was like really, really, really taking a toll on me, and like not wanting to make eye contact, and like being scared like of people saying I look like a mean girl. And yeah, it was just a lot. And so yeah, they definitely think that I was like an odd, person. And like, yeah, like that chapter closed, and I tried my best a lot, and like mental illness like came out on top. And like I have no reason, like it was different, it'd be different if I was like fighting with people and like I don't know, like just doing stuff like that like a bad employee does. But it wasn't that. Like I really just like mental health, like mental illness just came out on top, and it was really it was really like I'd be like crying before I went to work. I would go to work and like drive there, and I have panic attacks, and I would cry in my car, and I'd just turn around and drive back. And I'd have bills due, and like I would like put myself in the place to where I would like, am I gonna get fired? Should I, like, every time? But I was like, I can't do it. And I would tell them like, oh, I'm at my other job, it took long, but like, and none of them knew that I was like in the parking lot, but I couldn't like calm myself down. I was shaking, and I just had to go home. And so yeah, I'm good now. I took a couple I took a little bit and like slept a while, and like did breath work, and like working through that. And my base levels are pretty good now. I don't have I still also like I literally started wearing, these aren't the glasses, these ones are just like blue light reduction. They're yellow, like the lens are yellow, but I was wearing these glasses I couldn't see out of because I was trying to cover my eyes. I couldn't wear sunglasses and stuff like that. So I found these glasses at the dollar store, and they were big, and like they like amplify, they like, I don't know, they made my eyes look smaller, but I couldn't see out of them. I was like, I couldn't see faces or anything like that, but I was like, I'd rather like wear these glasses that I can't see out of, like I was like close to everything, than like have people stare at my eyes and like be like scared. I don't know. So that is, chapter is closed. I am at Applebee's now, and I'm trying to get a second job so I can pay off debt. And then September I'm going to, well, I'm saving for, I've been doing so much like therapy, like somatic healing. Like I feel like I am like making like leaps and bounds. Like I relapse a lot, but I get back up, holy cow, dude, and I just keep going. And I feel like, I just feel like I am like on the bridge of like a new chapter. Like I was laying in the bed the other night, and I have Instagram now. I'm on Instagram a lot because I like watching like like mental health reels and stuff like that. It like, I don't know, sometimes I learn new stuff, sometimes it makes me cry, which I love crying because it just like my body, like it, like I know that I'm safe, my body feels safe, and so it lets like emotion out. So I love crying and processing stuff. But I'll see stuff and I'll cry, or I'll see stuff that I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And like a couple days ago I was laying in bed, and I felt like, I don't know if I was sleeping or not, but I felt like I was in between two people, like my inner child, my shadow self, and I was in the middle. And I felt like I was like shedding, like, I know it's crazy, but I felt like I was like shedding. I could never do ayahuasca, because I feel like I'd be so like crazy, because I'm already crazy now. But I felt like I was shedding like parts of like my old self, and I'm like becoming a new person. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm in the middle of like a big step in growth, and like I'm in the middle of like a new chapter in my life, which I'm very, very happy about. I'm saving up to do, well, I'm doing a lot of like mental health. I journal a lot. I journal every day. I meditate. I do breath work. I like am like practicing grounding methods now because I have bad intrusive thoughts that I won't go to. Like I'll be scared to close my eyes because I'll get those like images in my head, and like I'll be scared to like go to sleep because I'm like, what if my dreams are about it? So I've been working like on grounding methods, and like I really been like parenting myself and becoming the person that I wish as a child I had. And just practicing compassion. Like today was like a good lesson on that, just like not like beating myself down about being the odd one, because I did more times than not try my best, and I was going through a lot and no one knew, and I couldn't explain it to anyone. So like I was like really in between like a rock. What am I doing with these like rocking a hard place or whatever? But I shouldn't like be embarrassed and like feel bad. Like that chapter's closed, and yeah. So instead of ruminating and like all that, so I feel like that was like a good self-compassion. And yeah, I'm just really, really like learning to love myself and like figuring out what I want and like the life I want. And so yeah, I'm doing a lot of healing. I'm very happy with my journey, and I can't wait till I can pay and do the ART therapy and like get like grow more and heal more trauma. I'm gonna do the ART therapy before the ketamine because ketamine is $2,500. So I'm like, well, ART is $800. So I'll do ART in like a 5-hour session, and then I'll do ketamine eventually by the end of this year. But I'm very happy for my journey and what's going to come, because I feel like something good is gonna happen. And I don't know, I don't know many people that like, I mean, there's probably a lot, but like been through like what I've been through, and then like not, I don't know, like, and then like start like this whole mental health journey and healing. And I mean, I guess there's a lot of people, but I don't know, I just feel like there's something coming that's like, it's gonna be really good for me. And so I'm very happy with my progress, and that chapter is closed, and they will never know that I was struggling with all these mental health issues, and it was manifesting really fast. Every shift was like a new thing that I was dealing with. Like towards the end, I couldn't make eye contact with like the people I was the closest with. Like it was very hard. Like, yeah, eye contact was so jarring for me. And I'd be like embarrassed talking to my customers and like nervous, and like it was just crazy. It was manifesting fast. So I'm glad I don't know what, like if I was there a month longer, what would happen. But yeah, so that chapter is closed, and I learned my lesson, what I could have changed, and I'll go to a new job and I will do that at the new job. I'm very happy that I found a new job very fast. And so by the end of this month, I just need to find one more, and that job will pay off debt. And then once it's paid off, I will work 3 days a week, and I will chill for the other 4 days and mostly be outside and journal and breath work and just like live slowly and just enjoy, like learn more of like self-love. I'm really, really learning about self-love and like just doing stuff that makes me happy, makes my soul happy. Like journaling is one thing that I'm really glad that and journaling and yoga, and like I'm really glad that I'm doing that now. So yeah, I don't know.